Welcome back, and now we're delighted to be joined over the telephone by our guest for the afternoon, His Excellency Ambassador Ayman Musharrafa, former Assistant Foreign Minister. A very good afternoon to you, Mr. Ambassador.
Good afternoon to you and to the audience.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ambassador, for your time. And let's start by discussing a bit the significance of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi's visit to Russia and him taking part in a very important Russian celebration, which is the Victory Day celebrations, which were held in Moscow. How do you see this visit, Mr. Ambassador?
The visit came for a historical event, the 80th anniversary of defeating the Nazis.
Yes.
President Sisi went even with a symbolic contingent of the Egyptian army, the military police, which participated the Russian army for the festivity over this very important mission.
Yes.
So this shows the importance of the Russian-Egyptian relation and how Egypt don't spare a moment to share with Russia the moment of glory and victory for this very important event.
Indeed. And as you said, the Egyptian-Russian relations are very important. And the 2018 Comprehensive Strategic Partnership Agreement, which was signed between Egypt and Russia, further elevated Egyptian ties. What can you tell us about the importance and the significance of this Comprehensive Strategic Partnership Agreement between the two countries? What does it entail?
The status of the strategic partnership relation has been signed since several years, and we have periodic consultation on the political side, on the military side, on exchanging important intelligence information, and even economic cooperation, which is very important for the Egyptian economy, and especially the nuclear reactor in Al-Dab'a, which is a pillar of the Egyptian-Russian cooperation. It's like the High Dam Agreement, exactly.
Indeed. Mr. Ambassador, how do you see Egypt and Russia having strengthened their economic ties and their military partnership over the last few years?
Well, we realize the importance of Russia. The Russian-Egyptian relation dated from more than 100 years, and it has, been elevated several times, and especially during the years 60s and the 70s, and it resumed on the same level in the year 90, and since President Sisi came to power, he paid several visits on different levels to Russia. We had several summits gathering the two presidents, and prime minister visits, foreign minister visits, since it is very important, the economic cooperation between both countries. And you have, as I told before, the major mega project of Al-Dab'a, this nuclear reactor, which would end within a few years, and which would give a boost to the Egyptian nuclear peaceful industry and the fabrication of electric power, which would give a boost to the industrial Egyptian output.
Absolutely. And we've seen the Russian President Putin saying that Russia considers Egypt its most important trading partner in the African continent. Another very important statement made by the Russian President. How do you read this, Mr. Ambassador?
Of course, the Russians realize the importance of Egypt. Egypt signed the GAFTA agreement with the Arab countries, and the AFCTFC, the Free Trade African Pan-African Agreement, and the COMESA agreement. We have several agreements with free trade agreements with Africa. So if the Russian industry would come to Egypt, they could export tax-free to all the African markets, and Egypt could be a springboard to all Russian products. Especially Egypt possesses important logistics assets and geographical position in the middle, in the center of the African continent. There is an agreement of having this industrial Russian industrial zone in the canal too. So there is important major projects gathering Russia and Egypt to double the Russian exports to Africa and to the Arab world.
Absolutely. On that note, I'd like to thank you very, very much, Your Excellency, Ambassador Ayman Musharrafa, the former Assistant Foreign Minister. Thank you, sir, for your time and your insight on today's episode of Cairo Local Time.